I've got this super rad idea. All right, stick with me here for a sec, folks. We do a weekly live music show where we showcase 2 hours of independent music from this community and all around the world. And we asked DistroKid if they'll sponsor it. What do you reckon? Yeah, well, that's what we're going to be doing here today. Hello, my name is Pete Johns. This is your Music Live here on Studio Live today, brought to you by the fine folks at DistroKid. Yeah, if you're an independent artist, you want to get your music out there, Spotify, Deezer, Amazon, Tidal, iTunes, Apple Music, you name it, they put it there. One subscription everywhere, your music. Get onto it. Save yourself 7% off your first year on any DistroKid plan using the link up above. We've got so much good music for you. I'm going to have to dive straight into it. One of these weeks I'll be like, we don't actually have that much music. I'm just going to yammer on for a while. But no, we've got a heap of good music. We're going to kick off with this one from a Nova Cascade. They say a small section taken from a 22-minute track from our next album, Boxman, to be released in April 2025. That's getting ahead of the curve. I think you're going to enjoy this one. This is Nova Cascade. It always ends this way. Always bringing the vibes, Nova Cascade here to kick us off in style on your Music Live. I hope you are all doing well. Yeah, did that set you in the mood for just kicking back and chilling? Well, we got plenty of that. We've also got some rock music. We've also got some hip-hop music. We've also got some chill vibes. We're going to run the gamut. Some cover songs. We got all sorts. It's a licorice, you ever like those licorice all sorts where you have, a little bit of white, a little bit of pink, a little bit of green, and some nice black licorice on the outside. Yeah, right? That's what your Music Live is going to be like tonight. Welcome aboard. If you are here, do say g'day. If you want to lurk in the shadows, you can do that too. We've got lots of fine folks like Thomas Christ, Pookie Ann, Many Vibe, Jenny Jolivet. Yeah, you're all just hanging out, you're having a good time, and I hope you enjoy the show. Let's play this one from Ross Williams, who says, Called by Name is Ross's second solo release, which he had written and recorded himself. Mixed and mastered by Mike Aucoin, and the video was edited by Ryan Wisted. And it's a very cool track, and I think you're going to enjoy this one. Called by Name, Ross Williams here on your Music Live.
Focus, the frame's broken. Different day, same notion, but I'm holding on to grace and truth, never ending. here with you. I had plans to be, but you had other plans for me. As I'm walking away, I hear you calling out my name, calling out my name. When you get to see the view, highest pizza, stream so blue, never ending, here with you. All I want is grace and truth. I had plans to be, but you had other plans for me. As I'm walking away, I hear you calling out my name.
How cool is that? I like the really simple video concept there. Just does the trick, doesn't it? I love it. The bass in that one, a few folks were talking about the bass and the slide together, and someone asked about the time signature, and yeah, it's in like probably an 8/8 or an 8/4 kind of time signature. It is sort of 4/4, but it's like 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 1 2. It's in that kind of 3/3/2 structure, which sounds cool because it feels a little waltzy and then kind of just doesn't finish it off at the end there. So it's a really well written song, well recorded. Yeah, I think you're going to dig if you go check out Ross Williams from St. John. You had to know that they were from Canada, right? Yeah, Canadians just rock slightly harder than everyone else. I don't know what it is. I always say it's the cold weather that causes Canadians to just be slightly cooler. See what I did there? Cool, cold, Canada? Yeah. Canada? Did I just call it Canada? It's all right. I've got a bit of energy today, I've got to tell you. I've got a second coffee, so we're rocking and rolling here. We're going to jump over to Cloud of Sounds for our third track. It comes to us from Miami, or is it Miami? It's spelled M-I-A-M-Y. What do you reckon? I don't know. Miami? I'm going to go with Miami. We're an indie rock band from Ireland. We're going all over the globe, baby. This song was written a few years ago as a consolation of sorts to Caleb and Parker Leverett, who dealt with an abusive and toxic relationship. We're going to give this one a spin. I think you're going to really enjoy it. This is Miami, or maybe it is Miami if it's Irish. We'll give it a spin either way. It's called Away It Goes here on Your Music Live. Give a bit of a spin to that little guitar solo, because the tone in that guitar, that's the thing that I really love about this track. I mean, everything's cool. You got those real kicking, punchy drums coming at the start. You've got some wonderful guitars and great guitar tone. The vocals just sitting perfectly in the mix. Definitely one that I will be returning to and checking out again and again. Hello to Kronk Song, who's here. G'day to Fiona Amaka, another amazing artist. I love it. The folks who share their music here, it's cool because I feel like the Pied Piper sometimes, that we do this show and people come to share their music, but they hang around. There's people here that, yeah, they came in to share a song and then you hang around and then you have another song and you share it and then you hang around. And to me, that's the cool part of this, is that we are all musicians, the vast majority of us, but we're also music lovers. So if you want to find out what's going down in the world of indie music, this is the place to be. Isn't that right, EmoBot 9000? Yes, Pete. That is correct, does compute. If you're new to the show, let's do a quick bit of housekeeping. We are brought to you by DistroKid. You'll be hearing about them throughout the show. We'll do a little promo spot in just a little while to talk to you about DistroKid. You can submit a song by using that QR code, the link down in the description, or just going to studiolivetoday.com/YML. You usually only have to wait a week at the moment to get on the show, or maximum 2 weeks, because we're kind of caught up. I did some hard work to catch us up, so you don't have to wait long to get your song on the show. And as you probably heard, we play 1 to 2 minutes of about 30 to 40 songs every week, just so you get a little taste. But here's the cool part. Down in the description, every song, all the links to the places where you can go to follow these artists. And if there's an artist you dig, go follow them. If you don't. Like, I know a lot of other people say, go subscribe to everyone you hear because, let's grow together, folks. Nah, because if you're not going to listen to them, the best thing you can do is to not subscribe. It's a disservice to follow or subscribe to someone that you have no intention of ever listening to their music. Right? Got it? Good. Okay, let's continue on. G'day, Sticks for Gun. Speaking of wonderful creators in this community, hope you are doing well. Let's grab this next one. This is another amazing creator. They first came into this community collaborating with Josh Gates. You might remember a couple of their tracks from there. They go by the name of Sloat, and this time around they've got a chill tune that describes how our lives move so quickly, and boy, do they. It is called Time. I think you're going to enjoy this one. Sloat on your Music Live.
Time is such a mystery, how it takes us from A to B. Why does it take so long to see that what we fight is what we need? Well, time, they say, it heals all wounds, but the scars they leave will take to our forget the pain endured in the struggle through this lifelong tour. When we reach that
absolute beauty song, as friends in Canada would say, from Sloat there. Just really mellow, really well produced, but the song gets out of the way, doesn't it? That's the way I sort of feel about it. You're focusing in on the lyrics and you're focusing in on what's going on in the song, because the song itself is just mixed so subtly but so perfectly for the type of tune it is. and it must be the day for interesting time signatures because I was counting that as like one bar of 6/8, then one bar of 8/8 because it had that kind of vibe. Or I suppose you could call it 14/8 overall. But yeah, it was that 1 2 3 4 5 6, then 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2. It had a couple of extra beats in there, very kind of Beatles-esque in the way it utilised some of that timing. Really good, great song. Yeah, a little Pink Floyd as well. Yeah, totally. And Scott said it sounded like a Christmas song. Yeah, I kind of hear that too. I dig it. I get you. Yeah, because it kind of has that like a pint of mead or something, or you just eggnog or something sitting by the fireplace, listening to Sloat doing their thing. Very cool stuff indeed. Next up, we're going to play one more song, then we are going to hear from our wonderful friends at DistroKid. We're doing a Play My Fire beat in a jiffy, so if you're not on the playlist, don't fret, you've got an opportunity to join it just by getting the code word, which I'll release in just a jiffy. This, for now, is Matt Dunning, who says, "Hi Pete, hope all is well. This short instrumental was recorded in a Logic Pro iOS, no external synths, controllers, using internal sounds and the king of digital AUV3 instruments. Hopefully an uplifting chorus." Yeah, nice. This is Matt Dunning. This is called Erased on Your Music Live. You know what I'm going to say about this. Dynamics out the wazoo, those rises. Like, that's the thing. Anyone can hit the button to play a synth sound, but knowing when to kick it in, knowing how to set your attack and your release at the right spots to just give it that build. And I'm leaving Sticks for Guns up here because very reminiscent of your work, Richard, Sticks for Guns. You and Matt both have this way of bringing this amazing level of dynamics and different synth sounds that just create this tapestry. I read an article the other day that apparently in the United States of America, you guys have this thing called university. Well, you call it college. And to get into college, you have to write like a college entrance application. And apparently what the kids are doing now is using the AI, you see. They're using the chat GPTs, you see, to write these entrance letters to big colleges. And apparently the word tapestry has now been flagged as the number one wank word that instantly identifies, because no one says a rich tapestry. And apparently there's all these essays that were going into these colleges saying, I believe that Harvard has a rich tapestry of educational aspirations. And they were just like, bot. Made me laugh. Anyway, sorry, Matt. Got away from that, but it's kind of inspired, made me think of that sort of thing because of the rich tapestry of sounds that we had in that one from Matt Dunning. Yeah, kind of a hymnic melody line for sure. Hello, Forest of the Wolf. Hope you're doing well. So yes, please don't let AI. At least check your AI. Check your work, folks, before you submit it. Because if you include rich tapestry, you're not going to be rich, and you're going to be on the street instead of a tapestry. That was a real push. DistroKid, save me, DistroKid. DistroKid are our wonderful sponsors. They have been for nearly 3 years on this show, and they help keep the lights on. But you know what they do more than that? They help you get your music out there to the world. Yeah, you can upload and release an unlimited number of songs, EPs, and albums, and look how much advantage of their goodwill I've taken here. And here's the cool thing. They are adding all the time new stores. So what I do from time to time, clearly not often enough, is go back to some of my older releases. And can you see how these don't have as many little logos as these ones? Well, that's because they were released years ago. But here's a cool feature that DistroKid give you. You can jump into any release, and as DistroKid have added more stores, more places to share your music to, you can edit it and you can actually add more stores. So check this out. Here's all the stores that it's been added to already. I click this button and biggity boom, there are all these places. I can send it to Boomplay, Adapter, Flow, Jukes, Quack. Okay, I've never heard of any of these, but that's okay. I have heard of Snapchat, and yes, I do own 100% of the publishing. Tencent, which is the Chinese game developer place. Yeah, and I can click all these and then hit the add button. So how cool is that? You can get your music out there, and then you can say, oh, later on, I want to add it to a bunch of different places. Very cool stuff. You'll notice also that they have the Edit Splits button there so that you can collaborate with other artists on your music, and you can share the royalties really easily using the Splits feature in there. They got a whole bunch of other features. I'm going to talk about some more of them in the second half, but I thought that's pretty cool that you can release your music and then go back in there and send it to other new places. So when Spotify's demise finally happens, oops, did I say that out loud? No, Spotify are going to be around forever. No, but as you know, things change over time. YouTube Music used to not exist. Now we have YouTube Music. And Facebook, you can now release to Facebook. You release to Snapchat. You can use TikTok, didn't exist 5 years ago. And so now DistroKid have TikTok. So if you're releasing music, you're future-proofing yourself. You can get your stuff out there on all of the platforms now and in the future. And you can definitely save yourself 7% off using the link up there or down in the description. Let's kick on with our next song. This comes to us from Spere. They say 70s, 80s influenced rock song with elements of blues. I mean, come on now. That sounds pretty ideal to me. Let's give this one a spin, shall we? It is called Driver, and we're going to play it for you live here now. Your Music Live.
Shadows fill the night. I'm riding home just to have you on my side. Wherever I roam, I'm coming home. Just have to tell you what I should have told you 1,000 times. Yes, you are my life. My only advice. And when we were apart, you're always in my heart. I'm the driver, I'm heading out for you. The road gets dark through the fading city lights. Some worn road marks, some distant cars are sliding through the night. Wherever I roam, I'm coming home. I hope you understand.
We got Bowie, we got Dire Straits vibes. Definitely got all of that going on, especially that guitar, that kind of surfy guitar with a little harmonic bing bing bings really work well there. The vocal sits so nicely in that mix too, just that low down kind of almost baritone vocal. Really cool stuff. Yeah, dig it. Keb Mo. Yeah, seriously smooth indeed. A good track there from Rocksphere. Where did I get the extra O from? Rocksphere. Good stuff indeed. Thank you for sharing that one. Speaking of the blues, man, you folks are going to dig my Pete's pick this week. I've got an Adelaide band that have a mega cool horn section that play some bluesy, jazzy, funky, rocky vibes. Yeah, you're going to absolutely love this band. We'll be playing that for you at the halfway point, but we've got plenty more music, including our slap of the week. This is over on slaps.com, which is DistroKid's free music sharing platform. If you're not quite ready, if you've got commitment phobic, if you're commitment issues and you're not ready to commit to releasing your music out there to the world, check out slaps.com. It's 100% free, and you can be like that Mitchell thing and share your music over there with ease. About this one, he says, I haven't really written anything new lately. No reason, just life getting in the way. So we're going to take a listen to this one from just 7 days ago, new from that Mitchell thing. It's called Brokenhearted, here on your Music Live.
Get up in the morning when I'm still half asleep. I knew I was falling, but I didn't know how deep. I saw the sun for the first time when I saw you smile. Spend time together, who knew it wouldn't last? I thought forever, dark days were in the past. I saw the sun for the first time, but it made me blind. My teardrops shattered the dark, seeking the one I need. You tore my senses apart. Love me, but leave me broken-hearted. My perfect angel, I knew you were the one.
Isn't that a vibe? Exactly, I was thinking that. I was listening to it going, I don't even know what genre you'd really call that. It's kind of electro-pop rock. Really good change in there. There you go. We got Conan's daughter dancing to that one. Yeah, it's just got that kind of nicely done there. And as you can see here, over on theslaps.com, I can save it. I can add some fire. I can come down here and say, just spun this on YML. Really good stuff, my friend. So you can leave comments, you can chat with folks here. It's a good old time. I dig it. Hello over there, Zeronox on, we're live to Twitch. Many folks don't know that, but I stream this show over on the Twitch sometimes as well. So you can go and watch it on Twitch. You can also watch it on Facebook today. I'm trying Facebook again. I'll probably get shadow banned straight afterwards because that tends to be how Facebook rolls, but we'll see how we go. Hello, Happy Ron. Sorry you're not feeling well. Hope you get better. Yeah, a little bit of a German 80s kind of electro vibe, wasn't it? Yeah, I dig it. Next up, an artist that we played last week for the first time, I think. I think they won the Play My Fire beat, and now they're back sharing this one. This is Andrew Jacobs and their track called One Day. My song One Day was written about my son and parents. It was written sitting around my coffee table on my day off in one day. Recorded at Honest Crow Studios in Umina, New South Wales. I sang, played solo and harmonica. We got some harp going on this one. You know I love a bit of harp, so let's give this one a spin. One Day, Andrew Jacobs here on your Music Live.
One day I'm gonna find my way, I'm gonna take that road, it'll be my fate. One day said I fixed that gate, it's been 10 long rust away. Ooh, one day you'll be famous, son. You'll outshine and star. You're number one. One day it'll be all true. I'm proud to say we're proud of you. Ooh, one day. Ooh, one day. One day. One day. One day I'm gonna find my way. I'm gonna take that road. It'll be my fate. One day that'll fix that gate. It's been 10 long years. It'll rust away. Ooh, one day. One day.
Very cool stuff. I know when we played Andrew last time, a lot of folks said, yeah, it's got that Americana kind of country vibe. Well, being Australian, to me, it's got more of an Australian kind of twang there, a James Blundell, James Rainey, bad lovesy 90s, late 80s kind of vibe. I really dig it. Good stuff there from Andrew Jacobs. Yeah, very slick performances too. I've always wanted to learn to play the harmonica. You reckon I should learn the harmonica? I don't know. I feel like I'm too old. Too old for learning new things. No, you're never too old. Good stuff indeed there from our mate Andrew Jacobs. Thank you for sharing that one. I know. How impressive is the talent around here? It's kind of ridiculous, actually. You could call it intimidating. I think you should be inspired by the talent as opposed to intimidated by the talent. Yeah, kick-ass harp in that one. Absolutely. Thank you, Andrew, for sharing it. We got another song to play for you. It's our mate Michael. Where in the world is Michael, a.k.a. Zland Band? Well, this song's called Bandits. Does that mean he's like... No, it's not Banditos. He's not in Mexico. Bandits. Where would Bandits be? It says, hi, Pete. Bandits is about dancing up a storm. I wonder where do you think when you think of bandits, where do you think? I think of like, Spanish or Mexican or something for some reason. I don't know. Is that a cultural stereotype? Who knows? Let's give it a spin anyway. It's Michael, aka Zland Band. If you remember, you've got the Zland logo that you can throw out here in the chat, or of course get those ZZ emojis flying. Bandits on your music live. Zland Band. Very cool. So I've decided I'm calling him Michael, aka Zland Band, because he's Canadian. Wouldn't be Z. Canadians don't say Z, although do you these days? the worst thing I heard a child doing their ABCs the other day here in Australia, and they went LMNOP, and Z. Now I know my ABC. And I'm like, no, too much Sesame Street, not enough Play School. Australians will get that one. Yeah, but Michael getting his techno on with that one for sure. He always does something a bit cool and a bit different, doesn't he, our mate Mike? Yeah, totally. Good stuff indeed. Going to play one more song for you, and then I'm giving you the code word. I know you've been sitting there going, what's the code word? I want to play my fire beat. Johns, what's the bloody code word? Well, you'll find out in just a jiffy. We're going over to the cloud of sounds for this one. This one's pretty cool. Does have a swear word in it. So if you don't like the F-bombs, just tune out for around about 2 minutes. It's from Emo Idiot. They say, this song's from an album I did. All the songs on that said album were written and recorded during recovery in a life-changing surgery at a very low point in my life. This specific song is about a relationship growing toxic because of communication issues. And it has an interesting title that I'm going to let you read. And then we're going to give it a spin. This is Emo Idiot on your music.
Stop rolling to me, because that's all you ever fucking do, bitch! Fucking said I was sorry. You still make me feel like I'm solution. Unsigned salute, don't see ever and everything me fucking leave.
Lessons in how to get an entire song played on Your Music Live. Make it 1 minute 28 and make it just freaking melt your face. How cool is that? Emo Idiot there. First time we've played Emo Idiot here. And stop not answering me, because that's all you ever fucking do here on Your Music Live. I enjoyed that one. How about you? Good fun times, good fun vibes there. So the code word that we mentioned before is our Play My Fire beat. So you get an opportunity. If you're not on the show, or even if you are on the show, I'm going to reveal a code word that you have to put in the chat right now. And in honor of that being Emo Idiot and us having Emo Bot 9000 later in the show, let's just get all emo. Let's grow a long black fringe, get our eyeshadow on, wear dark clothing. You can clearly, Pete doesn't know what emos actually do. Go and be depressed. No, that's not what emo's all about. Tom, help. No, Tom's more goth, isn't he? Now, back when I was, back in the 90s, there were the goths and there were the emos, and the goths thought the emos were like try-hard posers, and then the emos thought the goths were like old school old people that didn't understand what the kids were all about. I found it so funny, because if I'd look at them and I'd be like, you guys are almost identical from what I look. But apparently the whole vibe of it is very different between goth and emo, and someone will have to explain. Thomas, you have to sit down and explain it to me one day, because I'm sure you were involved in those 90s and 2000s goth and emo conflict that we had there. G'day, Thomas J Music. Hope you are doing well. So if you would like to, here's how this works. You put hashtag emo in the chat, not emu, or emu, as we pronounce it here in Australia, but emo in the chat, and you have an opportunity to have a song played. If you are drawn, luckily at random, from the draw that we'll do after this next track, you let me know what song you would like me to play of yours. You just put in the chat in plain text, no links. You remember why no links? Yes, because people come in and spam the chat. That's why we call it Play My Fire Beat, because that's what people used to do. They'd come into the chat and they'd just spam, no brah, play my fire beat. They put their link again and again and again until Thomas Christ banned them. So instead of having to deal with that, we just don't allow links anymore. Anyway, this is Gordon Lee Weaver. This is a song about nostalgia. When we encounter difficulty in the present, we might find ourselves longing for the times in the past that we remember so fondly. Ah, yes, those rose-coloured glasses just get whipped out because everything was better in the good old days, wasn't it? Wasn't it? Was it? This is Golden Movie, Gordon Lee Weaver. Your music live.
The red race seems to dominate and worry. Bills to pay, broke till payday. I check the time and see that I must really hurry. Leave by 9 to be on time. Sometimes I think back like a golden movie. Days were long and people come, I'd sing my favorite song. Sometimes nostalgia, like a golden movie, takes me back where I was at with my first baseball bat. At work they're cutting back and cut no slack for error. Now and don't ask how. I am a human, not a robot without feelings. Job at stake, can't take a break. Sometimes I think back like a golden movie. Days were long and people come, I'd sing my favorite song. Sometimes nostalgia, like a golden movie, takes me back where I was at with my first baseball bat. The good old days.
Gordon Lee Weaver. Yeah, look, I mean, I'm a massive They Might Be Giants fan, and when I just hear Gordon Lee Weaver, he's got that signature sound, doesn't he? That he just kicks into it straight away. Lovely change up there, lovely variation between the sort of double time and the halftime stories. And yeah, what a cool song about nostalgia, about looking back. Yeah, very cool stuff. I love it. And yeah, a little bit Weird Al. I know. Once you say, yeah, got that kind of tone to the voice, but really cool stuff. Excellent work from Gordon Lee Weaver. Gordon Lever had 69 subscribers, but I'm going to make it even nicer. I'm going to make it 70. I don't know what it is. I think sometimes I listen to music on my personal account and then I subscribe to all these artists, and then when I'm doing the show, I forget to actually subscribe to them. But that's okay. You get double subscription because you get my personal and the Studio Live Today account following you. All righty. Are we ready? Should we do this draw? Let's get some Gordon in the background while we do the draw, because we can always listen to more Gordon. We've got 21 entries. Good luck, everyone. Let's see who's going to win. I'll play my 5 beat. Hit it. Who's gonna win? Will it be Clark or Cookie, Thomas, Nora? It's Crimson Cross. They've won a free play on Your Music Live here on Studio Live Today. Do. Yeah, that. Crimson Crux. Sorry, I didn't leave it on the screen very long, did I? Crimson Crux are our winner. Let's get a round of applause for Crimson Crux. They get to select a song of theirs for us to play. I think they've won before, or they've definitely been here when we've done this before. So all Crimson Crux need to do is in the chat, in plain text, put their artist name, the name of the platform, and the name of the song. So for them, it would be like Crimson Crux, YouTube, name of epic Crimson Crux song. And that's all they got to do. And then we'll play that one. While we wait on that, got something special here for you. When is the Chinese New Year? Is it soon? I think it's soon. Yes, get those paws going. Chinese New Year, I think, is in a couple of days. Is it the 29th of February? Someone will tell me in the chat. Anyway, I've got a special treat for you, because we don't normally play two songs from the same artist. But our old mate Pagan Song has got two different tracks honouring Chinese New Year, Year of the Dragon. So I'm going to play them both. I'm going to play them both back to back, because you know what? That's just the kind of guy I am. So let's play this first one. Pagan Song says, Happy New Year, my peeps. May the Year of the Dragon bring you all the luck this year. Abso-bloody-lutely. I could use some dragon-sized luck for myself and for me and my family. So thank you, Pagan Song. Let's give a listen to this one. It's Year of the Dragon, Pagan Song. Your Music Live. Just ridiculously good Pagan Song. I don't know your origins, if you are. Do you have Chinese heritage at all? But that is definitely a very cool representation of very cool music. I like it. I dig it. Thank you for sharing it. Super cool, right? Yeah, killer soundtracks. I know. A mad genius. Absolutely. I like it. Yeah, soundtrack to Shogun versus Milan. Very cool stuff indeed. Yeah, I was a bit confused about when Chinese New Year was because I was in the city. It's like fringe time at the city at the moment. And I was walking around down Chinatown. It still looks like it's the middle of it, but I think they do like almost a month-long celebration around Chinese New Year. And I went to my favourite noodle place, which is weirdly enough in the Adelaide Casino. My daughter went to a festival, like an Indian festival, funnily enough, in the city. And I had to just wander around. And I'm just like, ooh, I'm not usually out on a Saturday night. I'm going to go to my favourite noodle place and get some Singapore noodles. And they were delicious. Perfection. Anyway. That's all irrelevant. You know, it is relevant that these folks, Crimson Crux, have won the Play My Fire beat. So we are going to sandwich Crimson Crux in between a couple of slices of Pagan Song toast. And it's going to be a delicious sandwich. So let's fire up this one. This is a track that they've chosen for us to play for you here today. This is called Tempest, Crimson Crux, the winner of our Play My Fire beat, here on Your Music Live. cool is that, right? And here's the weird thing. I'm going to turn it down now, and you're like, what? You can't. What's going to happen? Guess what? You're just going to have to go and watch the video yourself and find out. I know, I'm a horrible, horrible tease. But that's the way we roll around here. We give you the first minute or two for free. Then you've got to expend a little bit of effort and go and watch the whole thing, which you can do over on the YouTube channel of Crimson Crux. Jump on over there and check it out. It's already been added down in the description below. So just refresh your subscription. Refresh your video and it'll be added to the description for you. Yeah, how good was that? Really well done indeed. You're welcome. That's why I love doing the Play My Fire Beat. You never quite know what you're going to get. And if you missed out this time, don't stress. We've got another Play My Fire Beat coming up in the second half of the show, which is coming up soon. We've got ourselves about another 4 or 5 tracks to play here in the first half. As promised, here's another pagan song. Yeah, Chinese music with lo-fi hip-hop rings in the Lunar New Year with this mellow track. Happy New Year, peeps. And that is from Pagan Song. This one's got some cool visuals and some more great music. And Pagan Song special double feature here on Your Music Live. What an absolutely awesome fusion of sounds in there, right? You got the Chinese instruments going on, and then you got the cool kind of lo-fi hip-hop beat in the background, and then the epic visualizations in there as well. Pagan Song for the win. See, this is why I had to play them both, and I'm glad I did, because I've snuck them in before the end of the month of New Year's celebrations. But very cool stuff indeed. Some tranquil sounds over a thumping beat. There you go. That's how you say it. Absolutely spot on. Thank you for sharing that one. You know who we haven't heard from for a hot minute? It's our old mate Happy Ron. Last time we heard from Happy Ron, he was getting other singers involved and doing all sorts of funky stuff. He's back in front of the microphone, but this time he says Happy Ron has seen his future, and its name is Banjo. Not just any banjo, but the greatest banjo of them all, MIDI banjo. I'm going to have to agree to disagree on MIDI banjo being the greatest of all, but this is definitely an interesting track, so let's give it a spin, shall we? This is It's Not the Singing. Happy Ron, Your Music Live.
It's not the singing, it's the traveling that makes my day so long. I love the singing, and so I'll just keep traveling. It's time for moving on. Manager Bob wants his money. Wife says, please feed me honey. I have to hit the road and play the game. It's not the singing, it's the traveling that makes my day so long. I love the singing, and so I'll just keep traveling. It's time for moving on. my songs I do for free, but the crowds won't come to me. It's time to see the world and spread my name. It's not the singing, it's the traveling that makes my day so long. I love the singing, and so I'll just keep traveling. It's time for moving on. One day I'm almost going broke. Next day I'm flush in Roanoke. The towns all seem so different, and yet the same. It's not the singing, it's the traveling that makes my day.
Happy Ron, bringing a smile to all of your dials here on your Music Live. I was getting into that one, as you could probably tell. I was waiting for like a jug song. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, good times, fun times. Thank you, Happy Ron, for making us all happy. Hope you're feeling better, mate. Yeah, there's still lots of bugs going around. My daughter got a flu bug last week. I had the cove 2 weeks ago. Look after yourselves out there, folks. It's still bad times. Like, keep the hygiene going and keep the vaccinations coming, because, yeah, I know it's not as bad as it was, but you don't want to be sick. You don't want to be sick out there, man. You want to be well to create and record and release music. It's the way you want to be. Let's play our next tune. Why is there bits of M&M on my desk here? I haven't been eating M&Ms here, children. Hypnotic transmissions. A brief eruption of intense high-energy radiation from the sun's surface associated with sunspots and causing electromagnetic disturbance on the Earth, as with radio frequency communications and power line transmissions, mastered by Jade Star. Yeah, I've definitely got the solar flares thing going on here. As you probably know if you ever watch my shows, my internet and my power supply are some of the jankiest going around, and I blame solar flares and sunspots, just quietly. This is Ronins of the Electric Sea, Part 4, Solar Flares. Hypnotic Transmissions, your music live. know why I love hypnotic transmissions? It's because they create the sort of music that I can't create, and I actually have super mad respect for that. Not that I don't love singer-songwriters, but I know how to strum an acoustic, and I know how to warble a few notes, but I can't make that. I mean, if I put my mind to it, maybe I could one day. But I know from trying how intricate it is. I want to, we've got a part 5. Is that coming next? Sorry, I wanted to ask a question of the audience here. I mean, we're over time, so I shouldn't. What does that look like to you? To me, it looks like a mole or badger type creature wearing like glasses. It looks like they've got a balaclava on and glasses. Someone's dressed up their pet mole or badger. Is that just me, or do people see other things? I don't know. Let me know. That's you. You are the mole or badger. I think it just because it kind of looks like a smaller shrunken head because of the line on the top there. I don't know. There you go. It's a selfie. Yeah, okay. Well, I like it. But yeah, again, mole, badger. A demon muppet. There you go. A steampunk owl. A sock puppet. We got all the things. Looks like a dude. Well, it turns out it's hypnotic transmissions, but yeah. You see my phone. Oh, yeah, okay. So your phone. So, but were you in a snowstorm wearing a balaclava, or were you about to rob a bank and that's the big police helicopter light behind you? No. I'm getting it. Thought it was a cat wearing sunglasses. But see, that's the cool thing. Along with the music, you can actually make people guess about the visualizations as well. To me, that's what makes a cool bit of art, is you just don't know. You just don't know, do you? Let us grab in, wearing a scarf, cool. Let us grab, we've got 2 more songs to go. We're a little behind time, so I better get a move on. This is Jay Stevens, an alt country tune written, recorded and produced by Jay Stevens. Hope you like it. Follow me on all the social stuffs via Jay Stevens Music. This one is called Out on 30, and we're going to give it a spin here on Your Music Live. Let's do it.
Why did they take me from you? I'm sending out these letters I wrote from this dark cell for you. Take a look, I see. Why must I dream like I do? I'm staring at your bed, and at times I've often wondered what I've been without you. But I don't 30. The wrong place in the wrong time. Running from the left, just past that Fort Worth County line. And I thought of you this afternoon as you put me in that car. And now I'm doing double time, just wondering where you are.
How good is that vibe? The fuzz on the guitar, the epic voice, the perfect mix. I've said this before, folks. I'm going to say it again. I never liked country, but you know why? It's because I'd never heard good country. I'd heard the I broke my dog when it fell off my wife and I'm driving my truck into the park. That's all I'd ever heard. So the sort of alt rock country stuff that you folks are sharing is super cool. Like the stuff Andrew Jacobs is doing and the stuff we heard there from Jay Stevens. Really cool stuff. Yeah, and that stop, do. I do. Like I've got a guitar pick in front of me here, and it just makes me want to like go and grab my guitar and play along. That's the sign of a good tune, in my humble opinion. All right, we have another song. In fact, it's our last song. We're going to finish the first half how we started the first half. And what do I mean by that? Well, if you're new to the show, when we start the show every week, you'll hear a little bit
Your music live.
And do you know who that is? Do you know who that is? That's not me. That's our mate Kronk Song. Yeah, Kronk Song created that song for Your Music Live, and he shared it with me and allows me to use it each and every week. And he continues to create amazing tunes, and this one is no exception. He says, "Hi Pete, hope you are well." I am now, mate. Wasn't so well 2 weeks ago. Here is another garage band song I did a while ago and happened upon it just now. I thought I would share it. Hope you like it enough to play it on YML. You know what? Here's my admission of guilt. Kronk song. I don't even listen to your songs before I play them on YML. That's how much I trust in the quality of Kronk song. So to take us out for the first half in style, here is Kronk song, Before My Eyes, on your Music Live.
It's so cold around here today, and I gotta get warm if you think I'm gonna stay. Your icy fingers and your cold hard stare makes me feel despair about the situation I find myself in. Around me and feel my body heat rise. I want to see your heart melting and watch you thaw before my eyes. Such a chill in the air, it's like you just don't care. There's been a change in the weather and it's oh so very hard to bear. Your icy fingers and your cold hard stare makes me feel despair about the situation I find myself in.
You know what's good about that song from a Kronk song, apart from just everything? It's an absolute jam. Love the drums in that one. Really cool kind of almost Lynn drum machine kind of vibe. Very 80s funkiness. But there's the bass line of that. Take a listen. When you listen to it again, and I know you'll want to, when you listen to it again, check out the bass line, because there's a cool part where the chord changes, but the bass stays the same, and I love that, because it's like boom, 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 and it goes there, boom, 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 down, boom, 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 and that actually works really well. A lot of folks think that your bass got to follow your chords. You know, your root note of your bass has always got to be the root note of your chord. But sometimes, especially if you go from a 1 to a 4, or even a 1 to a 5, just leaving that bass root note just sitting there driving things can really work well. And yes, absolutely, arranging and melody for sure. Great stuff. What a cool way to finish a cool first half. But guess what? You don't got to go nowhere. We've got another hour of epic indie tunes coming your way. But before we kick into that, a couple of quick notes. Thank you to DistroKid for supporting this show. If you want to check out DistroKid, you can release an unlimited amount of songs, EPs, and albums. And you can save yourself 7% off your first year on any DistroKid plan. We thank DistroKid for their ongoing support of Your Music Live. If you're having fun here, hit the thumbs up button. If you want to submit your song for a future show, hit that one. We've got our featured artist coming up. We've got another Play My Fire beat. It's going to be a jam-packed second hour of the show. But for now, it's my pick. It's Pete's pick. I let you guys select the music, except one song every week. I bring you something cool, usually Australian, usually a little bit from the outer, stuff you might not have heard of before. And I saw these guys live a few weeks ago. There's a Jazz in the Park that they do around my area every year. Very cool. Local park in the local council area. They set up a stage. You bring your esky, which is like your cooler. You sit, you have a beer, and you watch some great music. And I saw these folks. I'd seen them before. This is the second time I'd seen them. They're called the Honey Badgers, and they are epic. They are jazzy, bluesy fusion goodness, and I think you're going to really enjoy this one. This is their track called Shaken. And it's my pick, Pete's pick here. Honey Badgers on Your Music Alive.
Here's the thing about this she burn your soul until it's black and blister. Yeah, she fired. So fine. She couldn't make me more inspired. She really cooks my bacon. Every single time she gets a shaking. Well, heads are turning as she walks the street. The way she moves, you know she can't be beat. There's a war when she gets out on the floor. Oh, the hearts are breaking every single time she gets a shaking. My mind when she flips her hair, the way she moves and when she gives that stare. I'm a mess from all those girls under her dress. Well, I'm a madman in the making. Every single time she gets a shaking. You try to play it cool, but there's no use.
The Honey Badgers out of good old Adelaide town here. Definitely a band that I'll be seeking out and going to see again. Very cool sound, and they put on an amazing live show. Just lots of energy. I think someone said you can tell how much they're enjoying it, and when the band's having fun, the crowd has fun. That's what I've found. If the band's just up there phoning it in, ain't nobody having a good time. But yeah, that kind of band, yeah, if I was hosting a party, exactly. And that's what it was. It was such a party. It's weird. They do these things. They do like classic musical in the park. They do like melodies in the park, and then they do jazz in the park. I try to get to all of them, but you better believe that I prioritize the jazz because it's super cool. Alrighty, that is the end of our first half here. I hope you enjoyed it. It is time to reveal our featured artist, and it's also going to kick off our cover section called Under the Covers here this week, because the featured artist, oh, I've got the wrong video. I've got the wrong video at the wrong time, but I'll just swap these around real quick. Don't mind me. But our featured artist also does some cover songs. So they've got a brand new song that we're going to play for you at the end of the show. But what we do with our featured artist is I pick one of the songs that I dig of this artist, and I play it at the middle of the show, and then we close out with their new one. And that's exactly what we're going to do with our old mate Keith DeBoudreau, who had to actually phonetically spell his name. I think I've got it correctly now, Keith DeBoudreau, because he had to actually put it there, because I was like, DeBoudreau, Keith, help. But he shares some amazing music here, and this one is no exception. Does a lot of good collaborations with folks, and does some cool cover songs. And this is a cover song of a song that I really dig. It is by Kings of Leon. It's called Sex on Fire. It is Keith DeBoudreau, and he's our featured artist this week here on Your Music Live. I'll see you in a couple of minutes.
Lay where you're laying, don't make a sound.
in the day. And while I'm driving, soft lips are open, and knuckles are pale. Feels like you're dying, yeah. Your sax is on fire. Yeah. With what's just transpired. Hollies of fever, rattling bones. I could just taste it, but it's not forever, but it's just a night. Oh, it's still the greatest, yeah. Your sax is on fire. Yeah, your sax is on fire.
I thought that was really appropriate too, given that we just played that cool song with the sax. Because it's like, yo, your sax is on fire. See what I did there? Yeah, no. Welcome back. Me, I'm back. The coffee cup is refilled, which is always important to get us through the second half of the show. And it's time to dive under the covers. But don't worry, you'll hear more Keith later. He's going to close out the show with a brand new original tune. But for now, we are jumping under the covers. We're doing the jumping of the under the covers with Cookie, our old mate Cookie out of Queensland. Lots of Australian talent being displayed on the show. And Cookie says, he's got a paragraph, folks. Hang on, bear with me. Hi, Pete. I found this song at random recently. Campfire Vampire by Jerry Cinnamon. So I decided to do my own cover version. I'll be tuning in from Calgary in Canada this week, which if it makes the show this week. And yes, I am cold. Yes, for a Queenslander, Adelaide's cold, mate, so I can only imagine what Calgary would be like. Yeah, I will also be performing my They Didn't See the Wire parody at the safety conference I'm at as well. Very cool stuff. That's how we first learnt about Cookie, is with his parody song, because Cookie's a electrical safety expert guru here in Australia. So probably going to share some of his knowledge with the world, including our Canadian friends. All right, let's give this one a spin and take a listen. It's a song I've never heard from before, so I'm intrigued to hear what it's like. Let's go.
Well, don't be scared to leave yourself open. Dream, bullshit same. Rules are made to be broken. Now the voice in my head to go singing songs like bull. Stay away from the campfire. You got a head like a stone. Now we play for the vampire. One bite in, you never come home, boy. Stay away from the campfire. You got a head like a stone. Don't play for the vampires. One bite in, you never come home. One bite and you never come home.
Very cool stuff there from Cookie. Cookie, your guitar playing, your singing, and your recording continuing to improve. Yeah, always natural as a performer. Definitely comfortable putting yourself out there, but continuing to improve, which is really cool. And you must be feeling proud as well, because you've always been able to bring it. But the more you do it, it's almost like practice makes progress, folks. Keep doing what you're doing, and you'll get better and better. It's just the way it rolls. All right, that was a quick one. Our next cover is also a quick one, because it's a quick song. This is from our friends, and it's time to get your jazz hands in the air. That may be a clue. That's bad jazz hands. That's more like twinkle, twinkle, little star hands, Johns. You need to get the sideways movement for the jazz hands. Jazz hands. You can't just tickle. Jazz hands. This is Autism Rocks. Micah and Danny, the Bluey theme song rock cover. Micah and Dad rock up another Australian TV show. Micah riding the E on the bass like a pro, Dad on guitar, and Michael's cousins provided, I forgot to rap the text. That's not what they provided. I just literally forgot to rap the text. So let's just fix this. Professional at work here, folks. Cousins provided the vocals. Cool. Okay. See, that was all it was missing. So let's give this one a spin show. I love Bluey. I'll tell you a bit more about my love of Bluey afterwards. But this is a rock version of the Bluey theme song by Autism Rocks. Oh, I love it. I love... So, here's the thing. My children, when Bluey first came onto Australian TV, if you don't know Bluey, you probably don't have children under the age of 10. But here in Australia in particular, it was been very popular for a while, and it's taken off in the US and the UK and all around the world. But when Bluey first kind of came into prominence, my kids were about 10 and 8, or maybe 9 and 7. So they were like right in the zone, a little bit older perhaps than the exact zone. But it was such a good show because it's one of those TV shows that is for kids, but it definitely had stuff in there for the parents. And there have been times where myself and my wife Georgie have been known to be sitting down and watching Bluey, and then we look around and there's not a child in sight. And we've just binged 4 or 5 episodes. So, yeah. Well, see, that's the thing. You got lucky, but did you? Did you? Because compared to the likes of frickin' Teletubbies and Octonauts and Paw Patrol and all the other bollocks on kids' TV, Bluey rocks. It's the best. So, yeah, go the Bluey. Thank you for sharing that one. That's it for our Under the Covers. A very quick Under the Covers segment, but do not fret because now we get to kick back into some very cool indie tunes. We're going to kick off with one of my favourite band names of recent times, Even the Cats Left. I just love that. Even the Cats Left. They've got a song here. They say, a song I wrote when I was 18 back in the 90s and still learning how to sing, play and record, but enjoy it. Very cool stuff. So let's give this one a spin, shall we? Even the Cats Left. It's called Further Than Heaven here on Your Music Live.
I'd bitten and hard world, hardened and hardened to the core. In times of torment and trouble, I backed into a heavy fall. Hard and fast, hard hurted, bordering on the immune. Happy-go-lucky, let's now work finding it hard to halfway down the road, but things ain't plain in sight. Oh, beautiful one, break my heart if you might.
Definitely coming of age kind of stuff. Yeah, I love it when it's just a bit raw. Like a lot of people say, oh, this was back before I knew what I was doing. But here's the thing, it sounds really cool because sometimes that innocence, that naivety that you bring into an early song, yeah, it's kind of 60s folky, isn't it, Michael? I was just thinking that. It's kind of like almost, I don't know, yeah, little bit 60s folk. A little bit Love and Spoonful, something like that. I don't know. Thank you again for sharing that one. Even the cat's left. I just love it. Great artist name. Kurt Trammell's another artist that we love, and he's shared something over on slaps.com. And that's actually a really good coincidence because I talked about slaps.com before. It is the great platform from our friends at DistroKid. And before we play Kurt's song here on Slaps, I'm going to show you a little bit about it. I'm going to give you a tour. Because what you can do here, once you sign up to slaps.com for free, you can actually share your songs. You can post a song here, and it's super simple. You literally put your artist name, your track title, and then you add your audio and your artwork. You can put a description there if you want to, and then you say, does it slap? And it goes out here to the world. Other folks can come in here. You can see all the different songs. Here's me. Here's my little profile. I'm at Pete Johns over on Slaps. And here's all the tracks that I've shared. My song Timber track from last year. All of the things can all be here. And you can share it. You can do some cool things like chat with other people, and other folks can give you, look, there you go, slaps. Does it slap? Slaps. So it's very, very cool to be able to share your music here. And here's the cool thing. You know how we have a thing called Play My Fire Beat because people come in here and they're like, yo, brah, play my fire beat. Well, for every song that you share here, you have to leave comments on 5 other songs. So there's a comment to track ratio that needs to be above 5 before you can share a song. So it actually promotes a real community spirit. So every time you come in here and you listen to a cool track like this one from Kurt Trammell, then you get the CTR to go up, and then you can share your music. So we do thank DistroKid for their amazing support of your music live. Go check them out. If you're not quite ready to release your music with DistroKids, you got zero reason to not start with slaps.com. This is Kurt Trammell. He says, Pete, here is no more dough. You talked about it in a previous show, but I gave you the wrong link. Oops, sorry about that, mate. Hope you like it. Okay, cool. I don't recall that exactly, but we're going to play it for you right here and right now. So there's no more dough, Kurt Trammell. Your music live. Kurt Trammell, worth the wait for sure. And as you can see there, I'm throwing all the fire on Kurt's track there. I can save it in there. We can leave comments here, and that's the cool thing. I don't know if it was Kurt, if I first saw or heard Kurt's stuff over here on slaps.com, but it's very cool because I'm now following Kurt. Anytime Kurt releases something, it pops up for me. So very cool stuff. Thank you for sharing, and thank you to DistroKid for continuing to support the show and your independent music. Mustafa is next, who says the mix isn't great. It was early in my recording days, but I like that it's raw and rough, an extension of my mixing knowledge at the time. See, exactly what I was saying before. A record of infancy in evolution, when it was just potential for experience or something. I like it. I like it getting into the depth of it and just like this, or something. Beautiful honesty. Let's give it a spin, shall we? This is called No Situation. Mustafa here on Your Music Live. Yeah, a lot of folks saying not only is the song cool, but what a rad video as well. Absolutely, yeah, we'd love to hear more about how the video was put together. And definitely, look, there's a raw edge to it for sure, but not in a bad way at all. Like, all I really hear is that you knew enough to make good music and maybe not too much to get yourself into trouble. That's kind of the way I look at it with stuff like that. I tend to find there's a curve like that you start here, and as you learn things, you weirdly go down a bit for a while because you think, oh, I got to EQ everything. Oh, well, where's my high pass filter? I got to add reverb and I got to use compression. And your stuff ends up sounding a bit more shite, and then you ramp it back up again. So yeah, I dig it. I like it. Good stuff. Mustafa there. Don't forget Mustafa and all the other artists and all their music is down in the description, along with this one from Hilo Lloyd, who says, hi, Pete. Hope you enjoy this one. If you play it, I recorded it in my home studio in Logic Pro, our old mate Logic Pro. Let's give this one a spin over on the cloud of sounds. It is Hilo Lloyd and Oceans here on Your Music Live.
I go. Follow the river downstream.
cool stuff there. Just so mellow. Yes, someone was talking about how crisp and clear that acoustic sound is. It sounds really cool. You might have noticed I've been inspired to pick up my guitar here and just play along. I don't know. I've never done that before on a YML, but the music has been so cool tonight that it's made me want to play music as well. So I promise I'm not being distracted. I'm just playing along with some of these cool tunes because it's inspired me and the vibe. There's Hilo Lloyd. Yeah, really cool stuff. I like it. Just has a vibe, almost like there's a band called Ice House here in Australia that I love. You've probably seen me wearing the t-shirt before, that have that kind of vibe. Yeah, the vocal fits right into the pocket, exactly. It's not like the lead guitar parts are not doing too much, and they're leaving space for the vocal. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. That's the whole point. I'm hoping this show does leave you inspired and ready to create your own music. You know who's inspiring and makes me want to create more music? It's Sticks for Guns, because as I said with Hypnotic Transmissions before, Sticks for Guns makes the sort of music that I don't make, which makes it extra cool to play because I can't do it. Not that I couldn't do it if I tried, but they've spent so much time honing their skills that why not just listen to their music instead? If you're lazy like me, why can't someone else do it? Something like that. So this is ambient, chill out creation. Each time I tackle a different style, I realize the different approach needed. A lot of subtle, gentle layering of synths I found works on this. Yeah, if you know Sticks for Guns, you know that there's going to be some cool synth sounds in this one. This is called Undercurrent. We're going to play it for you live here on Your Music Live. Very cool stuff there, as always, from Sticks for Guns. Yeah, just mesmerizing, and I must admit it was interesting, a challenge playing along with that, because I'm just like, what do you play with that? Because it's just kind of like a drone, and I was just like, I was having a good time. I'm enjoying myself today. Great music, and again, it's inspiring me to create. Thank you, Sticks for Guns. Always a good time when Sticks for Guns are involved. Speaking of a good time, I'm going to give you the code word for our Play My Firebeat Part 2 Electric Boogaloo. That's coming up in just a jiffy. So if you would like to have a chance to have one of your songs played on the show today, wait around for that one. While we wait for that, here's the Drag Gurus. They're back, baby. Hey, Pete. This song is written in GarageBand iOS using an acoustic guitar part subjected to a variety of effects to get it in the floating/drowning feel. I hope you like it. Well, the song is called Drowning, and I'm going to play it for you right now. Here we go. The Drag Gurus, Drowning, on Your Music Live. How cool is that? Drowning Not Waving, is there a band called that? I've heard that expression before, but really cool interpretation there and cool stuff there from the Drag Gurus here on Your Music Live. It is time. Yes, exactly. Drag Gurus are always top quality. And another cool artist name. I love all of y'all and y'all's artist names. It's all very cool. Because our next artist is EmoBot 9000, and our first code word was emo, and I just wanted to see if this works, because if you put hashtag bot, I've just thought this through and realized what a bad idea it might be. Let's see if YouTube allows us to do this, to put hashtag bot in the chat as our Play My Fire Beat code word. This could go horribly wrong. It could turn you all into bots. Andrew Jacobs' game, he's tried it. It seems to be okay. Yeah, it seems to be working here. It's just pretty funny because, like, yeah, you think about bots in a chat, and it's like, is everyone just accusing people of being a bot? I don't know. I know that this person is a bot. Or, sorry, this machine is a bot because they're not real. Not real at all. Hello, Mike and Dawn. Hello, Leela in the shadows. She's Dark Leela because she lurks in the shadows just quietly. That's how it works. Yep, seems to work. We'll go with it. While you get your bots on, let's get this track on. This is EmoBot 9000, who we haven't heard from in a little while. They say, hey, Pete. I just wanted to say I've always been so grateful to you and your community. Yo, thank you. Thank you for everything you do. Anyway, this song is my first successful attempt using vocal samples. I was leaning towards a more synthwave, vaporwave vibe. Whatever this translates, whether that translates to this song is up to the listener. Well, whatever it is, that's the thing. We spend a lot of time around here, and I know I'm guilty of it, trying to work out what genre things are. And then I came to the realization a while ago that it just doesn't bloody matter. If it's good music, it's good music. Genre just gets in the way sometimes. Anyway, this is All Night. This is EmoBot 9000. This is Your Music Live, and this is what we're going to play for you right now. are turning it down, but don't worry, because I'm only turning it down because I'm going to play a little bit more of it while we do our draw for the Play My Fire beat. Except that I realise it's only a 2-minute song, so it was nearly over anyway. But it's awesome. Good stuff. Emobot 9000 does compute. Definitely does compute. Very cool stuff. We are going to do a little wee giveaway here. We got 15 entries this time. What happens is I spin this wheel, I press this button. If your name is selected, you get to choose the song we play of yours here on the show. Good luck, everybody. I hope you win. Imagine if it's Emobot 9000 who wins. Oh my God, it's Emobot 9000 who wins. And for all those who think that's 100% rigged, you just don't know me that well, do you? The laziness will overcome any sort of me desire to rig things on this show. So that's pretty gosh darn cool. I gotta put the guitar down and get serious about this, because that was pretty gosh darn funny. That worked perfectly. So there you go. We'll be hearing a little bit more. We made the first one emo. We made the second one bot. We played the Emobot 9000 while we spun the wheel. Had a 1 in 15 chance of winning, and boom, shakalaka. There you go. Maybe the bot. Maybe Emobot is actually a bot, and he just went hacked into the back end of YouTube, hacked into the back end of the StreamYard giveaway tool, and managed to win. Who knew? Who knew this could happen? Anyway, while we wait for Emobot 9000 to let us know what other cool Emobot track they would like us to play here on the show today, I got this one. It's Clayton Von Kluge, because of course it is, because he's not here. Because Clayton Von Kluge is only ever here when I'm playing other people's music. As soon as there's a Clayton Von Kluge song on the show, Clayton Von Kluge nowhere to be seen. So, we're going to play this one. He says, "Hey Pete, this is just a one take, one shot, make it or break it kind of thing. The track is unnamed. It's a step towards ultimately putting some live stream jams out there. This is not my main YouTube account, but it's on a secondary account because I already have this on my main account and wanted to add some videos, effects off Instagram and repost. Long story. Hope you're doing well. Cheers, the absent Clayton Von Kluge." Let's give it a spin, shall we? It is a little live jam from our old absent friend, KVK, here on Your Music Live. Clayton. That is some nice shredding, my friend. We miss you, man. We hope you're well. Yeah, Clayton's going to wake up and go like, oh, man, I spaced a YML again. Wait for the time shift where we go in 2 hours later after daylight savings all changes. And then Clayton might be rejoining us again. Oh, wow. Good stuff there, Clayton Von Kluge. If you're catching on the replay, Clayton, thank you. Appreciate you sharing that with us. It's the Play My Fire beat time. The winner was EmoBot 9000. It was 100% totally rigged by me, because that's how I roll around here. I've got that much time on my hands to do things like that. No. This is Aura Antenna from EmoBot 9000, the other single that they've released recently. So there you go. It's an EmoBot kind of show, and we're going to give it a spin here right now on your Music Live. Does not disappoint. Very cool stuff there. Yeah, the moles in the 80s, the computer landscapes and those plaster busts. Yeah, very, very cool stuff there from EmoBot 9000. It's the EmoBot show here on Your Music Live. Very cool stuff. Thank you for sharing. And that one is now downstairs in the description. Downstairs? That's a very weird way of putting it. Down in the description, you will find that track as well. We have about 5 songs to go for you here. We are going to go a little bit into overtime here. Speaking of overtime, how about those New York Rangers here? Both my teams, both the Vegas Golden Knights and especially the Rangers, having good seasons. Rangers are 10-0-0 and still somehow not ahead of Boston. So go figure. Anyway, I'll be watching a little hockey because the Rangers game, so they've been going for about an hour. I better get a score check in a moment. Where's my score man? Where's DJ Big Red? Give me my scores. Let's play this one from Michael Thompson while I check the hockey scores. He says, hey Pete, finally getting a new song out after some computer problems from the all-instrumental album Space Case is my new song called Burning Out. Hope all is well down under, and again, thank you for all you do for this community and your own great music and your educational videos. Well, thank you, Michael. Appreciate you big time. Let's give this one a spin. It's called Burning Out. Michael Thompson, Your Music Live. like an expert axeman that he is. Very cool stuff indeed. Good work there. I like a good instrumental jam like that, Michael. I love all the stuff you do, but that one's really cool. There you go. I'm going to throw a like on it over there on the Tube of You, and you can follow Michael and all the other artists down in the description. It's all there ready for you to support the folks who we've played here on the show. Hey, you having fun? If so, you can hit the thumbs up button. You can support me through super chats and super donations. You can become a member of the channel. You can join the Patreon. You can hit the thumbs up button. You can leave a comment. You can do all the things. You can share the show. Let another, don't hog the show. Let other cool music, you know some music artists out there, let them know about your music live and get them to share their music. There's all the ways that you can support us. And of course, you can check out our wonderful sponsors, DistroKid, who apparently just turned into a ghost. Oh yeah, look, right at the 2 hour mark. I always say this every week. I'm just like, when I get to 2 hours, I kind of lose my ever-loving mind, which means the end of the show that normally goes slightly over time is always entertaining / bizarre. Let's play this song. It's from Moses J. Hawkins, who says, "Hi Pete. Just wanted to see if I could hit a 2-minute song without writing another guitar punk anthem." This is what I came up with, and I kind of like the weird optimism in the piece. I nailed close to 2 minutes, but not quite, and it was really fun to write. Let me know what you think. 2 minutes and 4 seconds. Well, it's on slaps.com. That's from DistroKid. I reckon we play the whole thing. What do you reckon? Yeah, no regrets. Moses J. Hawkins on your music live.
These nights, these lives, I'm sorry. These nights, these lives, I'm sorry. I don't regret it all that much. I turned my head and walked away from all those things I said and all those things I never meant. I am colder now, I'm older and I'm getting on to finding out there's nothing left. Go! These nights, these lives, I'm sorry. These nights, these lives, I'm sorry. And I don't regret a single thing about the life that I left behind me. This time was mine, I'll do what I want. There's nothing to show for all the time that you spent thinking about what could be. All you got is what you've really done. Not for one goddamn second regret. Not for one goddamn second did I regret. Not for one goddamn second regret. Not for one goddamn second did I regret. This is the way I am. This is all I really am. No regrets.
You know when I say, after I play a song, you really need to just give 100% when you're recording a song. In fact, you kind of need to give 110%, or what can sometimes feel like 110%, because if you play or sing within yourself, you don't really feel it. As a listener, you don't feel it, because you need to feel the passion from the artist. Yeah, that. Right there. That's 100%. That's just going for it. That's not going... like, just push it out there. And what I say, when I do the very little amount of producing that I do these days, the number one comment I give to almost every single artist, especially home recording indie artists that are just starting out or that little bit lacking in confidence, is just sing like no one's listening, dance like no one's watching, play like no one... Just give it your all, because as a listener, you can always hear when people are leaving a little bit in the tank and not giving you their all. Give it your all. Be like Moses. Give it your all. Except the one that crossed the Red Sea, because... did he give it his all? I don't know. Forgot the story. All right, getting off track. Let's play this next one from Patrick. Let's change the speed and the tone. As I always say here on Your Music Live, we move around a bit. We take you on a roller coaster ride of intensity and mellow chilledness. And it's Patrick Clement, so you know it's probably going to be on the mellow, chilled side. Patrick says, "Hi Pete, this one is called Do You Still Care? Hope everyone will enjoy, and thanks for all the good work you do on YouTube with GarageBand." Well, thank you, my friend. Thank you for all the good work you do. And I'm sure this is no exception. This is another piece from Patrick Clement here on Your Music Live. You know how sometimes you feel music as much as you hear music? That's a real feel one. I got that thing where you're listening to a song and it's just so in the pocket that kind of gives you goosebumps. That's kind of what I get from that one. I know I'm getting into the woo-woo territory some people don't like, but too bad, too sad. I dig it. I was thinking about the Cats Only the Cats Left, or the Cats Only Left. Band names and artist names are really cool. And I thought I want to start a new band called I Was Told There Would Be Cake, in honor of Office Space and Milton. It was told there would be cake. And I was like, I didn't get a piece last time. Anyway, Patrick Clement, everybody. I'm going off on what did I tell you? After the 2 hour mark, I go off on the weird tangents. We have 3 songs to go. It's time for our anti-penultimate song. That means third to last for you folks that are playing along at home. And it's a short one, but a good one, from another great band name. It's called Boogie and the Mean Machine. And they say, "Hi Pete, how are you doing?" A little loopy, but really good. Here's a song about a girl who broke my heart once, as did many before. I hope you give it a spin. Love your show and all the great bands in it. All the best from Boogie. Well, let's give this one a spin, shall we? It's simply called Heartbroken Boogie and the Mean Machines are going to break your heart on your heart.
Went down for blood and reason, now turns out to realize Friday for what it's coming, it never made me shy. But this time, girl, I had to run and hide. So I spent my days in bed.
How cool is that? Yeah, Boogie and the Mean Machine. Very much a Boston vibe. Very much a Dropkick Murphys kind of vibe in that one. Yeah, the drums in that was cool. Yes, Boston the city, not the band. Exactly, yes. Doesn't sound, it's not yacht rock style. Absolutely, yeah, very Dropkick Murphys. I love it. Boogie and the Mean Machine, man. Go check them out down in Le Description. Yeah, Rancid, Social Distortion. Yeah, that kind of that boom cheep boom cheep boom cheep boom cheep boom cheep. Yeah, really cool stuff. Yeah, that's sort of like the old circle moshes that I used to go on at punk shows and used to drive me insane. I didn't mind a good mosh, just up and down. But as soon as the lads started going with the circle mosh, yeah, even a big bloke like me would get knocked down. But no, not good, not good. Let's play our penultimate song, and I was actually at the premiere of this one, as were some of you, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Our old mate Frank Turzo's got a new one called "Made Like Me." Frank says, "I was excited the other morning when I opened my email only to find a link to a really cool article written about this track from a Spotify curator." There you go. I have the complete article with the link in the description, but I took a little excerpt from it, and it reads, "In this song, he bares his soul to make us part of the reflection that could be that of anyone else who has experienced the problem of alcoholism and the fight that is being waged to recover, the battles that occur daily when you are leaving such a destructive addiction, both morally and physically." Love it. Sorry for the voice there. I was kind of reading that and focusing in and trying to read it in a different voice to Frank's, but it ended up a bit David Attenborough. I apologise for that. But yeah, very cool. And look, music doesn't have to, but quite often, like I said before about, giving yourself 100%, sometimes music gives you the opportunity to bare your soul in a way that's not even really possible just in words, in regular speech. So it is very cool for being able to convey emotion and to trigger emotion in other people in a good way. So let's give this one a spin. I know many of you have heard it, but we're going to play it for you anyway. It's Made Like Me. Frank Turzo here, our penultimate song on your music live.
If I drank with you this evening, things for you wouldn't change. You'd wake up, have your tea and breakfast, but I'm just not made like you. I'm just made like you. Somewhere something has been broken. Someone sometime did you harm. Kicked you hard when you were falling. I'm just not made like you. Just not made like you. I'm just made like you.
Such a cool tune there from Frank, and yeah, you'll need to go and listen to that one again. Frank is actually on a well-deserved vacation at the moment, I believe, somewhere in Mexico. So hence why he potentially doesn't have the most reliable internet connection, or he's just kicking back by the pool having a cocktail or a mocktail, whatever he's choosing to do. I hope he's having fun and he's sharing his music with us, with the world. And you can go check that one out in the description as well. couple of little things to say before we end the show here today. If you had some fun, hit the thumb down below. You can leave a comment if you're on the replay. Love my replay crew. Hello, replay crew. I know this timing doesn't work great for a lot of folks in different parts of the world, but yeah, if you can catch up on the replay, hello to you. Hope you're doing well. Leave us a comment. You can check out our wonderful sponsors, DistroKid. If you're not already releasing your music to the world, you really got no excuse, because they make it affordable, they make it easy, and you can save yourself 7% off your first year on any DistroKid plan using the link up there. Got a song to share with us? Why not submit it for a future show? And that link is also down in the description. And a huge thank you. Can we get a round of applause for all of the amazing artists who are brave enough to share their music with us here? And finally, it's your music live, and it's you. It's the folks that are here right now live, the folks that are watching the replay, that actually make this show cool. Because if I was sitting here by myself twiddling my thumbs, I probably still had a pretty good time, but it wouldn't be the kind of time that I have with you folks here. Quick programming update. Next week, the show will be a day late, but not a buck short. It'll be the same show, but it's actually happening a day late. So for those of you who usually tune in on a Sunday afternoon, you'll be tuning in on a Monday afternoon. If you usually tune in on a Monday morning, you'll be tuning in on a Tuesday morning. So just have to make that change because I got some prior engagements on the weekend, next weekend. So I won't be able to make it along for the time, and I like to do this particular show live, so we'll be pre-recording some of the other shows like the Happy Hour, but this one I like to be sitting here hanging out with you fine folks. So do check your local guides, or you'll actually be dumped out to that one to set yourself a reminder for next week's show, so you don't rock up a day early and go, where's the show, Johns? What's going on? Yes, round of the pause right there. Thank you for that. Love it. Round of the pause. If you don't know the round of the pause, that's because I used to think that applause was the pause. I used to think when you were clapping, you'd give someone a round of the pause because your hands were I was a very simple child. It's okay. I grew out of it. The final song here is the second song from our... I'm getting all choked up right here at the end because the show's over. This is a brand new song from our featured artist. We played a very cool cover song from our featured artist in the cover section in the middle of the show, and we're going to close with something brand spanking new from Keith DeBoudreau, and it's this one. He says this tune is kind of current events type of song. If you can't stomp your feet to this one, you might want to check yourself for a pulse. This was co-written and features Joe Cerisi. Thank you. He's given me the phonetic spelling. Joe Cerisi. I think I've pronounced Joe's name wrong before. Mixed, mastered, and produced by Brian J. Anthony, which didn't require phonetic spelling, which is good. Let's give this one a spin to take us out in style tonight on Your Music Live. It is Eye of the Storm. Keith DeBoudreau, Joe Cerisi. On Your Music Live. Have a fantastic week, folks. See you next time.
What's going on, but I know something ain't right. Trying to understand the right from wrong. Sometimes you got to stand and fight. They keep telling me their problems and selling me their lies, but I was not born yesterday, and time ain't made me wise. You can start a war, women think that I'll just stand aside, 'cause mama didn't raise no fool, and soon you'll realize it may be come, but you feel it start to fall. You know it's coming. You're in the eye of the storm. At me, a face I barely recognize. Those lines they call wisdom are wearing me down. Well, this
I'm sure you surmise.